Okay, hi everyone. This is the tutorial for technical guidance and welcome to nursing school. I'm Natalie. I'm a rising S2 currently. I will be graduating this December, super exciting. And today we also have Isabella. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Isabella. I'm a rising S1, and we are the BSN tutor coordinators at the moment. So, we are here to show you a little bit more about the technical support that you're going to be using and how to use it.
Okay, so Isabella is going to start by going through the Canvas page and how to navigate that. And when she finishes, I will go through how to navigate both the Upswing peer tutoring platform as well as Evolve and EAQs, which will become a concurrent thing in your life throughout nursing school.
Okay, so when it comes to Canvas, I'm going to show you the dashboard. The dashboard is what the main screen looks like on Canvas. It shows the published courses, which is all the courses that your teacher publishes you to access. Um, and on the side, on the left-hand side, you're going to see all these little dashboard little modules that you can click on. The first one is Dashboard, which is the main page. You can view all your courses. Next, you can see down from that is Courses. It just shows you a brief overview of all the published courses, and you can click on each one of those to just enter the course and view all of the pages. Next, you have Groups. Groups is going to become important because it's going to help you discern like what group you're a part of in each course. You're going to do a lot of group projects, group assignments. So this is where you're going to see what group you're a part of and what it's for. For calendar, you're going to have to stay on top of the calendar. It's going to show you all the upcoming assignments that are due. Um, so right here, you're just going to see like the due dates, when they started and when they're due. Below that, you're going to have the inbox. You may receive messages from like any of your teachers through the inbox, and you can reply on here. It also goes to your Outlook. Once you reply to your teacher through the inbox, it sends it to the Outlook as well. It depends on your teacher, though. Some teachers rather have you look at your Outlook and talk on the Outlook, and other teachers prefer you to talk on Canvas. So this is where you're going to do it. And then as well, I'm going to show you how to look at a course specifically. So I'm going to show you this course that I took. It's called Nursing Research. So this is the main page. This is when you open up a course, it's going to take you to the home page. This is what it looks like for this class. It tells you about the course and like the syllabus. So you could click on that. It's going to bring you to the syllabus and what is the course outlooks and what is due, what you should expect. And then as well, it may have like a link for your videos that you may have like a conference for, like how to meet your teacher on videos. This is a link for the video that was synchronous meetings. Then you have like other objectives here. So that's just a brief overview is the homepage. You may have the syllabus, which is under the homepage sometimes. That's just showing you what I talked about, like the course outlooks, what is going to happen in the course, as well as sometimes below that, you're going to see the course summary. This will show you upcoming due dates and details about assignments, and it's usually in due date order. So, what is due most recent is going to be at the top, and then you can scroll down, it's going to show you what's due in the future. You can click on any of those things, and it can take you to the actual assignment where you can actually turn things in. So, some things you're going to have to submit and they would have a submission button up here, but other things you may not need to submit, and it would show you up in the right corner near submission. Um, Otherwise, I'm going to take you back and we're going to show you a little bit more. So here is announcements. Announcements is going to be really important because this is usually where your teachers are going to tell you about like update or upcoming things that are happening. So Announcements are really important to keep track of. I would click on this pretty much every day throughout the day just to see if there's any updates. So yeah, you can see it important. It's showing an important update. It's good to be on top of that by looking at the announcements. And under that, you have modules. And modules are really important because it tells you what is laid out for each week. So it will show you like these are the course resources in the beginning of the course. Then it'll show you like for the first week, we're going to work on, here it is. First week working on these materials. So it can show you sometimes like in class materials, which is right here. So it's going to show you what we're working on in class, as well as below that, it can show you like what you're doing, or above, it can show you what you're doing for homework, which is really important to stay on track of because you have a lot of due dates coming up, and modules is a great way to see what is due each week. It also can show you upcoming EAQs that are due, which Natalie will talk about. EAQs are important because it helps you prepare for your Nclex, and as well as the quizzes. It shows you all of that in the upcoming weeks of your modules. So now I'm going to take you to discussions. Discussions is really important as well because this is where you're going to communicate on like discussion posts with any of your other students. So discussion posts are usually created by the teachers. They're going to show you what they want you to discuss. They're going to tell you like all of the details and important information. Usually discussion posts, you write one big discussion. You use this thing called the Canvas Rich Editor, and you can reply right here. And this is a Canvas Rich Editor. It's going to help you write any kind of paragraph you want. You can put in bold, italicize it. You can insert different images. You can insert media, such as like a recording that you made or a YouTube video. You can insert links. So that's what you're going to use for discussion posts. You can also upload a Word document. If you rather write it on a Word document and your teacher accepts that, you can upload the Word document here as a reply. It's also really important that you read all the directions for a discussion post because sometimes your teachers want you to do a response posting, which means that you're going to have to like find someone from your class and then you're just going to click reply and write a response to them. So
Quick thing I want to interject, Isabella.
yeah.
So with discussion posts also, there is always usually a required minimum word count. Do you want to show them? Do you know how to do it in the Canvas editor, how to check that?
Yeah. So let me show you guys. So here, I'm going to write a little bit of something for you guys to see. So this is what I wrote. I'm going to show you how to find it with the words.
I think it's tools.
Tools, yes. Word count right here. So you click on the word count. It's going to show you not only how many words, but it can also show you how many characters. So usually your teachers want a word count though, so I would check right here. It says 4 words. So usually stay on track of looking at what your teacher specifies because sometimes they specify like you need exactly like 150 words or more.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you just, like Natalie said, go to tools and then word count and it will show you exactly how many words are in that document that you wrote. That is important. Thank you, Natalie.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so this is discussion posts. I think we're ready to move on to something else that's important. It is grades. So this is where your teacher is going to update all your grades. It will show you like the status of all your grades. You can also click here. It might have like the lows, the highs, the means if you feel like you need to check that out. You also can look at like comments that they wrote, rubrics. The rubrics are really important because then you can understand why your grade is the way it is. Um, So now we're going to go to assignments. It's another way of you to stay on track of what is upcoming and due. So the two ways that I mainly stay on track of seeing what is due is modules and assignments. Modules is a great way to see what is due each week because it lays out what each week has in order of each week. This is great because assignments, it goes in order of due dates. So you specifically click on assignments, it shows you this is the most upcoming due date. This is the next upcoming due date. It's just really important to stay on track of all the assignments that you have. And next I'm going to show you people. I know I'm going a little quick. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us or Catherine Leroy. But here's people. People is really important because, like I said, you're going to do a lot of group projects. You can either click on groups and click on the group that you have to go straight to that group and talk to your groups, or you can go to the actual course like I am in right now. You can click on people and it will show you everyone that's in this course, as well as clicking on groups. Then it will take you to all the groups that are available, and you can, here, I'm going to show you what it looks like when you get into a group. So this is one group that I was a part of. It shows you right here the announcements for each group. This one didn't have really any announcements, but it would show you if you had announcements. Any pages that you guys added, you can add a page here. You can talk about stuff or upload anything that's important, as well as people. It shows you who's in your group and who's a part of seeing all the postings that you guys do. Then you have discussions. This is where you can create a discussion or talk to any of your professors. They might create a discussion for you. Files is where you can upload like any submissions, which is really important. You can use this upload button over here and it will take you to like all your documents that you have. You could upload that. For conferences, it's important because sometimes you want to meet with your group. This is Big Blue Button. Big Blue Button is a Canvas conference that you may use. You can create a conference within your group and you can meet with your group that way, or you can use any of the other video preferences that you prefer, such as Zoom or WebEx. So that is what groups looks like. And let's see. Next, I'm going to show you, one second, guys. Sorry about that. Next, I'm going to show you Panopto is really important. This may be like any recordings that your teacher made with Panopto. So my teacher made some Panopto recordings. Panopto is, here I'll show you more about Panopto really quick. Panopto is a way you can record yourself and post yourself to your peers and your professors. So like here on your discussion post, you may want to like record yourself and add a video. I would go here. Then there's usually these three, no, not these ones. I'm sorry. Panopto is right here. So it's like this plugin. It looks like a plugin, like a little cord you'd plug in. You're going to click on that and you can click on Panopto Library. And it will take you to either, you can choose anything that was made with Panopto within the course, or you can choose to upload something that you already created through Panopto, or you can just right then and there record something using Panopto. So that can be to create a video, upload a video through Canvas. And that's what Panopto is. So something that I really think is important is to update your settings. One thing that's really important for settings is notifications. So notifications, I would click on it by clicking on like your profile, click on notifications. Notifications can update you through your email or any other devices that you connect to on your Canvas, such as your phone. You can update it by clicking on these little notify buttons, and when it's a green little bell, that means that it's going to notify you immediately, or you can turn it off and just say, I don't want the notification for this specific thing. I think it's really important to turn on your notifications for due dates because due dates always change. There's new due dates that are coming up. Any files that get updated, you can update that as well. But I think it's just mainly the two things I would really recommend you to turn on your notifications for are due dates to stay on track of what is due, and announcements, because announcements are always coming out with updates. Your teacher will always come out with a new announcement updating something important. So this is a great way to stay on track using Canvas. And I think that is all I'm going to show you for now. And I'm going to move on by giving it over to Natalie.
That was great, Isabella. Yeah, so Canvas can be super intimidating to many coming into the nursing program that have never seen Canvas before. And that was really, really excellent. So great job, Isabella, sharing that with us. Now we're going to go through Upswing, which is our peer tutoring platform. And then I'll go through Evolve and how to navigate EAQs the best way possible as well. So a little bit about Upswing and the peer tutoring program. The peer tutoring is a free resource to all Samuel Merritt students, and we highly encourage you to take advantage of it. The second you start feeling like you're slipping up with certain materials, just reach out to a peer tutor. There's a bunch of peer tutors available that have plenty of time slots for you throughout all courses. So I'm going to show you a little bit on that. Okay. And Isabella, can you just tell me if you can see the screen okay now?
I can see it. It looks
Okay,
fine.
perfect. So first thing here in Google, you can just type in Upswing Samuel Merritt. You'll see this. You can click on this, and this will bring you to a login. To log in, you just use your same Samuel Merritt credentials that you use for all of Samuel Merritt. So I'm going to log in. Okay, so when you get onto the platform, I already have it in student view because I was playing with it earlier. But I also have Coach because I'm also a peer tutor. But with the student view, you can say you want to meet with a tutor. You click on that. And say you're struggling with health assessment. So we're going to put in N125. Health assessment pops up right there. Click that. And say you have an exam later this week and you want to meet with someone today, you're having anxiety, you want to get it taken care of and get your material sorted out. So we can have it on today. And these are the available tutors. So it is grayed out here right now, but once you click on an available tutor, you will be able to see more of their schedule as well. So this will show all of the tutors that are available for health assessment in particular. So there's a bunch, right? And some of them have been rated by past students. And so say we're going to click on Angeline here because this is a great example of how a peer tutor has their profile set up. She's got a lot written about her background, her experience, her education that she has previously gotten, and then all of the different subjects that she can tutor for. So she can do NCA 1 and 2, she can do NCA 3, she can do intro, she can do maternity. So yeah, she's actually in my cohort, so she can pretty much do any of the topics that you need to cover up until the end almost. So looking at schedule here, these are her times that she has available. So she's available today. So say I want to select a time, say I have a lunch break coming up, at noon. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to switch it to noon. I only have 30 minutes, say. You can switch it to 30 minutes. You can also try, if you feel like you have a lot you want to cover, you can book 2 sessions. It's up to the peer tutor to either accept or decline your request too. And most of them are pretty good about getting back to you right away. If you don't get a response right away, you can go ahead and cancel it too. I'm not going to actually schedule this with her, but you would go ahead and click schedule if that's a good time for you, time and date. Um, if it ends up being like they're not getting back to you quick enough, you can go ahead and cancel that and look for a different peer tutor. If you're having trouble placing with a peer tutor as well or finding the right fit, you can always reach out to the BSN tutor coordinators. Currently, that's myself, Natalie Whiting, and also Isabella. I'm sorry, Isabella, what is your last name?
Isabella Wilson.
That's what I thought. I didn't want to say it and it be the wrong thing. So Isabella Wilson or Natalie Whiting are the current BSN tutor coordinators, and we can pair you with somebody that would hopefully be the right fit for you. But that is how you schedule on the platform, and that's pretty much all you need to know. You can message tutors as well. So if you go to messages, you can just, um, message a tutor, or if you're a coach too, you can respond to tuties. So yeah, it's pretty straightforward. Upswing, not as scary as Canvas. It really is very easy to use and to schedule appointments with tutors. So take advantage of this resource because it is free to you and it's very helpful. It's the best way to retain material, bouncing ideas off of other students that have gone through it. So yeah, so that's Upswing, and now I'm going to switch over to Evolve and EAQs. So once you're in your Evolve page, if you go to My Evolve, it'll show up with your content. And you'll have this set up during like your first day of nursing school. You'll have this set up and you'll click on the adaptive quizzing. So it may look different depending on when your cohort starts. Mine was a purple iguana when we started. Is it still a purple iguana for you, Isabella?
I believe mine was a green iguana.
Okay. So we'll go to adaptive quizzing for Nclex. I think we did have the green one too, and then it switched. So this is the one that has been pretty much concurrent throughout the rest of my program that we've used. So again, you go to Elsevier adaptive quizzing for Nclex. You open that. And from here, say you're working on, let's see what it brings up. Okay, so this can bring up any of the different topics that you're going to do, whether it's PEDS or it's MCA or any of the different topics that you're going to work on. So the best way I have learned to set up your EAQs is creating a custom quiz. So off to the left here, you'll do create a quiz and do custom. That is the best way you can level up. You'll have this bar, and I'll show you it afterwards, but if you do custom, you select, you would go down to specialty area from my memory. Sorry, it might be RN content area. Yeah, and say we're gonna do, let's do maternity and women's health. And say you have a couple that you want to focus on, that you want to level up more. So you see these bars, you can tick them along further. So say, you need to reach intermediate and this one is at novice and this one is at novice. So unclick this one and this one, so it'll focus on this one and this one, these topics for maternity. And then you would click next, and you can decide how long you have to spend on questions for that day. So say we're going to do 25 questions, and then you would start quiz. And that is the quickest way to move that progress bar along, is to set up custom quizzes. So I will show you also, you will get assignments from certain courses, and that will all be within assignments. So that'll all be here. It'll show you what's up next. Scroll down, you probably see due later. So that will, there's nothing due later. These show past due, but sometimes you've done those a different way and then you've submitted the proof. Often professors, instructors will ask for screenshots, and that's what you will be submitting to them. What else? Also, when you are doing a question, so I'm going to go back to create a quiz one more time to show you the best way to answer an EAQ question. So you keep it on the Nclex RN exam 36-month custom, switch it to RN content area, and we'll do med surge. And let's do cardio. Let's just work on this one, cardio. And say we want to do 5 questions. We start quiz. The best way to do this is when you read the question, a nurse prepares a client for insertion of a pulmonary artery catheter. What information can be obtained from monitoring the pulmonary artery pressure? So you have your selection here that you choose, and say we choose stroke volume. You always want to select confident, even if you're not confident. I think it's venous pressure. And then you select confident. Even if you are not confident, don't select not sure, because it will not move you along the progress bar. You will always get a rationale to tell you what the answer is at the end, and then you'll just move on from there. And that's it. That's the fastest way to move you along. Don't ever click not sure. Okay, so we'll click that. What else about EAQ? Do you have anything else, Isabella, that you wanted to add?
I just want to add that it's really important to make sure that you know how far you're supposed to be on your EAQs,
Yeah.
because there's different levels that you have to be on. So everyone starts off at the lowest level when they first start, and you go through it through intermediate levels. So you start with novice, then you go to
Mhm.
intermediate and proficient, like you go through mastery, and your teacher usually specifies on Canvas if they want you to go up to intermediate, if they want you to go to mastery. And you can basically stop doing the questions if you want to whenever you reach that level, or you can keep doing it. You can always keep practicing these questions because it is important. It helps you prepare for your HESIs that you're going to take, and it really helps you prepare for your NCLEX that you're going to have to take.
100% agree. The EAQs are the best way to prepare for the HESIs. They are spot on to what you will see with a HESI. It's the same company. You may not see the same identical questions that you get in EAQs. And just know, don't be intimidated by your EAQ scores. It's perfectly normal to be getting lower scores. It's more about like reaching that level that you need to be at that's assigned to you. Um, and the more you do of them, the better the better score you will get for your exit HESI for each course. I think that's good for that. So I can stop sharing. Okay, and then the last thing about EAQs is they are going to be a concurrent thing in your life throughout the program. So managing your time is really important. Um, the best thing I did for myself is I made a commitment to do about 25 to 50 a day. So I would often do this, like if I was commuting to clinical, I would do 25 on the bus right there, and then I would be doing 25 on the way back if I had the energy. If I had a really crazy clinical day, then sometimes I wouldn't do the extra 25, but doing a minimum of 25 a day kept me on track and assured me a really good messy score. So that's about it that we have to offer for technical guidance. Do you have anything you want to add, Isabella?
I just want to reiterate what you said. It's really important to stay on top of doing your EAQs. Don't wait till the last minute to do your EAQs because sometimes, depending on the course, you can have up to like 300 questions per
And they take a
EAQ.
long time, especially when you're doing it the right way and you're reading the rationale and really understanding the rationale and why you got it wrong. Um, that is, yeah,
Mhm.
100% agree. So if we don't have anything else that you want to add, I think that is it. And good luck to you all in nursing school.
Good luck.